This doesn't make sense.
Did Los Angeles fail you and your department and our city?
Wait a minute. You're the head person who was just bragging about your position. Why is the reporter telling you, how the fuck does the city fail you and you didn't fail the city?
It's my job to stand up as a chief and exactly say, justifiably, what the fire department needs to operate to meet the demands of the community.
Did they fail you?
That is our job. And I tell you, that's why I'm here. So let's get us what we need so our firefighters can do their jobs.
Did they fail you?
Yes.
You so you didn't fail as the chief. You're the fire. So the fire chief didn't fail at her job to, protect the city from fires. The city failed her for it's funny. If men and women, right, we're equal until it comes time to be accountable. And now she wants to be a defenseless little woman again. Now she's just I'm just a girl. Can you pass me the easy bake oven? I don't want to go near a fire. Can you pass me the microwave? Like, could you imagine a man saying, I didn't fail. The people of the city, the state failed me? Nobody would buy it. Nobody would want to hear this bullshit. Like, there's no excuse, lady, at all. And this reporter, who's also a woman, see, it's like like I said, the problem with California, there's so many different angles of different interests that are either aligning or at each other. These two, at the end of the day, these are both women. Now she's trying to give this the chief an out. She's like, they failed you, right? Because you're just a girl. They failed you. So now you're not the chief no more. You're not equal to a man. You're not bravado, blah, blah, blah. Now you're just a girl. You're just, I'm sorry. I didn't know they failed me. I put my hand up. I thought that's all it took to be a fire person. Put my hand in it. Unfucking real. But it's beautiful because you get to watch hypocrisy fold in real time. You get to watch DEI burn. I watch them put DEI together and I'm looking around like, what the fuck is going on? You know how good it is to watch it burn? Unfortunately, it's burning at the expense, but it's not burning at the expense of necessarily the people who were against it from the beginning, like us conservatives. It's burning at the expense of the people whose homes it's burning at the same time. So DEI is basically in these people's homes, these liberals, and it's burning. And it's like the DEI set their house on fire. The DEI was like an accelerant. The DEI was kerosene in their house and it's burning. So you're watching DEI burn along with the DEI capital of the country, which is California. So it's not necessarily a good thing, but you can see how some people do it to themselves. Again, we call that falling on your own sword. Do me a favor if you're watching, if you're listening. The link is in my bio. It's a Safe and Effective podcast. I'm live on YouTube right now. I'm also on Rumble, Safe and Effective. Follow. I got one new subscriber yesterday. I don't really know how to ask for, I'm not sure how to ask people to sign up, but if you could subscribe to my YouTube page, I have more content and other things I'm going to be talking about. And I'm going to be doing other types of shows as well. I kind of find this fun. I think it's interesting. I just want to sit up here and talk to people and reach. I have other friends that actually want to get online and see if my one friend was asking me if he could get on live with me. And let me see. But the thing is, if you could, follow. So I have a lot more people following the Safe and Effective podcast page. My other main page, it's censored to hell and back. So I'll probably never Pfizer will release its medical records in 75 years before that page will be able to go live again, just because of what I talk about. And I've learned the hard way, as long as I don't talk too much about the Fauci ouchie, they'll leave me alone. They don't really care what I talk about. So I'll just talk about stuff like this, and I'll talk about that on Rumble and on X. So if you can, follow me on YouTube, Safe and Effective, and then you'll keep up to date with the different topics. But don't follow her. Let her go to hell. This is trash. And at the end of the day, no one's going to say anything to her because she's just a girl. No one's going to chastise her. No one's going to say anything bad. She's just a girl. Hold on one second.
You're about to go under. We're about to operate on your kidney. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You're not going to say diversity is our strength. You want the best surgeon. Affirmative action. What it does is it lowers the merit, it lowers the threshold of standards, and increases things that do not matter, such as skin color and ethnic background. If you go into a surgery and all of a sudden your doctor comes and he says, hey, I was hired because of DEI. I really don't know what I'm doing. You're about to go under. We're about to operate on your kidney. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You're not going to say diversity is our strength. You want the best surgeon. Affirmative action. What it does is it lowers the merit, it lowers the threshold of standards, and increases things that do not matter, such as skin color and ethnic background. If you go into a surgery and all of a sudden your doctor comes and he says, hey, I was hired because of DEI. I really don't know what I'm doing. You're about to go under. We're about to operate on your kidney. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You're not going to say diversity is our strength. You want the best surgeon. Affirmative action. What it does is it lowers the merit, it lowers the threshold of standards, and increases things that do not matter, such as skin color and ethnic background.
Absolutely. You know what's crazy? I think Charlie Kirk is great. I think the guy is great. I love listening to him talk. I don't understand. Now, don't get me wrong. All the, cucking for Israel stuff, it gets weird because it conflicts with America first. So that's why I'm America first, but I'm more so America only. And that's how I can distinguish myself away from the super irrational Israel-Ukraine crowd of conservatives. I don't believe in that. I'm not just, America first until it comes to the Ukraine or Israel. That doesn't make any sense to me. So that's why I say America first, also America only. Because right now, as my home state is burning, I'm checking online, right? And I'm looking, and I don't see any governments in the Ukraine. I don't see the Israeli government. I don't see the Brits. I don't see anybody siphoning tax dollars from their population, putting them into an account, and reaching out to people in the United States to find out where to wire money to help people in need when we have these natural disasters. There's no one digging into their country's coffers to send money to us here. But I'm supposed to be okay with my tax dollars being sent to these fucking people. We're not doing that no more. That's out. I will never support it. Don't get me wrong. I hear the justification for it because they said that the American dollar is losing its prominence. You want to put as much of it in circulation to discourage people from around the world from discontinuing it. Because if the majority of their wealth is based in American dollars, they're going to be less likely to look for another reserve to hold their income in, to hold their property in and their money in. The United States American dollar has been the reserve currency for a long time now. To maintain that, we have to give money out so that they can use it. I can understand that if that's the course, but in a way, that's a form of manipulation, and manipulation doesn't last necessarily. That's not a long-term solution. They should use the American dollar because it's the best instrument to use, not because they don't have a choice and they'll lose everything if they don't. But that's just my opinion. I'm sure there's counter arguments, but But being America only means I'm not going to agree necessarily with everything other conservatives might say. I don't. The Ukraine war was over. As far as I'm concerned, they're just using the Ukrainians. They're buying the bodies of Ukrainian men to see if they can trick the Russians into showing all of their weapons capabilities. See, we haven't never had a direct war with the Russians. We had a Cold War versus the Soviets. The Russians and the Soviets are not the same. So we don't know their capabilities. We've never seen the Russians necessarily have to go to war with anybody. We don't know what they can do. For all we know, they have a secret weapon that could wipe out the entire United States in one day. We don't know. So it seems like they're testing the Russian arsenal by using the Ukrainians on that border, and they want to see what the Russians are going to do. But up until now, there's only been one example they showed us of a new type of weapon system, the Orishnikov, and it looked like the rods from heaven. It looked like aliens in the movie Independence Day, and they destroyed a 5 miles worth of factories in under 30 seconds. We haven't seen any more of their weapon testing capabilities since then. And they're trying to goad the Russians into showing more. Let us see what else you got. But the Russians aren't falling for it. They're barely even using hypersonic missiles, and they're wiping out our missile guidance systems that are supposed to stop the missiles. They're all being wiped because you can't stop hypersonic missiles. And it seems like they keep pushing because they want to see what the Russians can do. Other than that, there's no purpose of us sending hundreds of billions of dollars to the Ukraine. But when it comes to Social Security, we don't have 30 billion. When it comes to anything else in this country, we don't have 5 billion. Why are we still doing fundraising to help pay for firefighters and their pensions? Like, what the fuck? How do we have money for that, but not for this? Oh, it's only 3% of our military spending. Maybe our military spending is too high, because what are we doing with it? We're just throwing money away and burning it up for the military industrial complex in countries we can't find on a map. We're not even using it for defense. No one's even threatening to invade the United States. What is there to take? Russia doesn't want the U.S. They already have the largest country on earth. The Chinese have billions of people. They're not threatening to invade the United States. Taiwan is a part of China. They're just basically talking about reunification. Why are we thinking we can just get in the way? We couldn't stop them if we wanted to. We don't even have the manpower anymore. We don't even have the military no more. Just like these fire departments and these police forces, our militaries, there's no one left now besides Marxists, gays, trans. That's it. That's it. Everybody else, any constitutionalist, any patriot, they saw what happened in 2021 as being against the Constitution and an attack on their bodily sovereignty, and they left. Also, you think what they're doing here in Los Angeles is unique, where they make white male people feel uncomfortable and feel unsafe? No, they make them feel uncomfortable. This is what's happening in the military as well. Let's see here. There's another example, actually. This is what's happening.
You want to see somebody that responds to your house, your emergency, whether it's a medical call or a fire call, that looks like you. It gives that person a little.
That looks like you, but then they show these type of videos. So who are they excluding? Who are they talking about they don't want? Straight white males. And like I said, if you're military, if you're a firefighter or a police officer, a lot of these men, their parents were too. Their father was a firefighter. Their father was on the police force. They have a family that has been in public service, in public protection for generations. You've discouraged them from even wanting to encourage their kids to sign up. So what do you have left? Bald black bitch with 4 eyes. And that's actually an actor. I don't even think that's not even a real. That's like, isn't this that one 9-Fire-11 show that's on the channel 11? Yeah, that's the 911 show. That's an actor. So they're not even having real DI people using actors.
Knowing that somebody might understand their situation better.
What the fuck situation could there be that I'm going to